as a data controller, you need to notify data subjects, i.e. at the moment, me, that you're recording. Yes guys, here in Ilford now in London. Google tells me I need to be heading this direction. And I'll give you two guesses where I'm heading. But yeah, so I'm going to check it out, see what's around, might find somewhere to eat. It is lunchtime and I'm getting hungry. Nice little ballad. I never carry cash on me. I wish I did. I brought some change to give to him, but that would have been cool. But unfortunately, I don't carry cash. Obviously, I don't carry any cards with me or anything. I pay for everything on my phone, so I can't withdraw anything. Yeah, so this is Ilford. It's quite bustling, quite a lot of shops and that around. Ooh, chopsticks and noodle bar. Might grab something from here. Nice. Yes guys, so picking back up here in Ilford. Had something to eat at the noodle place. It was very nice. And just coming up to Ilford police station. So they had an old and abandoned one down by the station, the train station, but that's not the one that we want to see. Obviously the one we want to see is the functional, operational one. So if I do get any interaction here, I'm going to try this one, as promised in my post, by only responding with lyrics. So I've tried to incorporate as many of yours as I can. I picked quite a few of my own. We'll see how it goes. So, much better than the derelict building. So this one is not far from the Chadwell Heath one. So we'll see what it's like here. So this is the gates. Pardon? Making a documentary. Speak up there, I cannot hear you.
I don't want to be on camera. You can turn it off, otherwise I'll just get officers to come and talk to you, because it's not allowed. Yeah, you shouldn't be taking out the police station on the cameras. You understand? Are you still recording? Because I'm telling you to put it off. What are you doing?
This opening line is a sleeper hit. Most people miss it, but legally, it's a landmine. When police body cameras turn on, GDPR kicks in. Notification isn't optional, it's mandatory. Bookmark this moment, because it's about to flip the power dynamic completely. Everything so far is harmless. Singing, walking, existing. And yet, cameras have a strange effect on authority. Watch closely. This is the exact point where law and ego usually collide.
So I didn't really have a lyric response for that one, so if I don't have a response to hand or can't think of one off the cuff, I'm just gonna stay silent. But there's people in there with kids and that, so I'm not gonna go in and record. But yeah. But yeah, so So apparently I cannot record this, which we know is not true. And we'll see how it goes from there. Spectator behaviour. So yeah, it's quite a nice building, a big building. Says he's going to get some police officers to come and speak to me, so I'm assuming he's not one. Police staff. Yeah, he's got the audacity to approach me and try and touch my camera and give me orders. That goes all the way around. Might have a look around that side of the building in a minute. But pardon? Yeah, man.
What's your channel? Don't get me in.
Well, I don't approach camera, man. You know what we do.
What's your channel?
Power to the proletariat. Yeah, man. Check it out later.
The situation escalates quickly as the staff member appears to reach for the camera. Generally, staff do not have the power to touch personal property in public spaces. The auditor decides to respond using only song lyrics, a unique strategy that seems to confuse the staff member, leaving the interaction hanging in an awkward silence before the staff retreats.
See what I can see. Yeah. So this is it. So we've got police vehicles pulling out of this junction, which is why I was curious of what's going on there. So if they call me, what I might do is just ignore them and wait for them to force me to stop, and then I'll ask them if I'm detained. Well, so beeping. I thought a van was trying to turn down here then. I was like, that's a one-way system. So this is the side of the building. It's Metropolitan Police, Ilford Police Station. We do have two uniforms.
You know something wrong with the building?
Hello.
You know something wrong with the building?
Hello. Is it me you're looking for?
Sorry?
Is it me you're looking for?
No, I'm not looking for anyone. I don't.
Okay.
I just noticed you videoing the building. Just wondering if you noticed something wrong with it, or maybe just see if anything's caught you right in the building. So that's why you're filming it. No, nothing at all. Is there anything we can help you with?
No, I'm good.
Usually at the police station, if they need some sort of help, if they need anything reporting or anything like that. Is there anything at all we can help you with?
I'm fine. I'm okay. I feel fine. Plus, it's got nothing to do with you.
No, that's fine. Just want to make sure there's nothing we can help you with, and there's nothing wrong with the building that you're trying to point out to us. Nothing at all.
Yeah. You are now the witnesses of change, and to counteract, we got to take the power back.
What do you mean? I don't quite catch your meaning. Yeah, I don't know what you mean.
If you don't like it, get on your bike.
No, I don't like it. I don't know what you mean. So
Just ask what you mean, so that's
I don't. You said something about change, but I don't know what you mean. So, what change are you trying to make?
Whoa, this is serious. Reaching towards someone's camera in public? That's not guidance, that's potential assault, especially from police staff with zero enforcement powers. Imagine a civilian doing that to an officer. Exactly. This is genius-level auditing. The lyric-only responses aren't comedy, they're control. The moment compliance disappears, authority collapses. No script, no power, no clue what to do next.
Well, I've never seen you in my life. I don't know.
It's first time we've met, isn't it?
Pardon?
It's first time we've met, isn't it?
Wow. Hello, my name is Human.
Okay. Nice to meet you, Gary. That's fine.
That's why I got met you. So I'm just trying to, see if there's anything you need. Trying to figure out what's going on.
Well, can't find one good reason to stay here, so stop whining.
Sorry?
Can't find one good reason to stay here, so stop whining.
I don't. What do you mean you can't find one good reason?
We're not just having a conversation with it.
I mean, this is
If you don't understand, don't even bother to ask.
that's the whole reason of asking. The whole reason to ask questions is to find out why.
Process of getting more information, isn't it?
It's the point of asking questions.
You have to ask questions to find out more.
Because if you're trying to convey a message, how am I supposed to hear that message if I don't ask?
Well, I don't know you, and no, I don't owe you a motherfucking thing.
I didn't say you owed me anything.
You're putting a lot of words out that we're not saying. Like, we're just asking to understand what exactly it is you are saying.
Well, crackpot quacks with cracked up egos.
Is that what you're calling us?
So
It's not very
again, I don't know what you mean. You're saying words, but I don't know what you mean. And I'm trying to ask you what you mean, what message you're trying to convey. But you're not telling me what message you're trying to give across. Because how are we meant to make change if we don't know what you're trying to tell us?
And if that is the reasons for being here now, well, yeah, why not just tell us what it is you're trying to do?
So maybe we can help you if you tell us what change you're trying to make.
Knowing me, knowing you, there's nothing you can do.
I don't know you. I don't think I know you before. Right. Is there anything else we can help you with?
Leave in silence.
Leave in silence. So that's what you'd like us to do.
The officers struggle to interpret the auditor's non-standard communication style. They ask repeated questions, trying to establish a reason for his presence. While citizens typically aren't required to provide details, the officers frame their questions as just checking. The auditor's refusal to engage normally creates visible frustration as the police attempt to find a foothold in the dialogue.
Can I ask, is there any reason for recording the building at all? Or?
Yeah, just go around that.
Can I ask again, any reason for recording the building at all? You don't want to give me an answer, or you don't have to, obviously. But thought I'd ask, as you're here. I thought you'd maybe trying to get our attention.
I'm bad.
Are you? Are you telling me that, or what do you mean by bad? Sorry, as I said before, so I'm not making any sense out of anything you're saying. So
I started a joke.
okay, fair enough. There's nothing else we can help you with before we go back in. Do you want my shoulder number?
You can have one as well.
Nothing else? What's that? Are you trying to get the camera, or?
Yeah. My name's there for you. Anything else?
I mean, you can do what you're meant to do in your policies.
What's that?
Notify members of the public when you start recording them. Neither of you did that.
If we're in public, you don't have to notify people.
Well, I don't, because I'm not an organisation. You, while you're in your uniform, you're wearing body cameras, you're recording on behalf of your organisation. You become a data controller when you turn those on. As a data controller, you need to notify data subjects, i.e. at the moment, me, that you're recording. Same way that you have to have CCTV notices on your premises, you have to notify members of the public verbally when you start recording them.
Yeah, what?
That's in your policies.
Recording?
Yes.
It's recording the whole way down.
Well, you should have notified that me at the first available opportunity.
Right, okay. Apologies I didn't. But it is recording.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Do you have any comment to make on why Chadwell Heath keep using Section 43 of the Terrorism Act to detain and search people with cameras?
I don't know.
The conversation shifts from lyrics to policy. The auditor breaks character to discuss data protection laws regarding body-worn video. He argues that officers should notify the public when recording starts, similar to CCTV warnings. This demonstrates specific knowledge of procedure, turning the tables and putting the officers on the defensive regarding their own compliance with regulations. Coming up, the conversation takes a sharp turn as they debate terrorism laws and license plates. Watch how a simple argument about privacy exposes a deep divide between police perception and public rights.
I haven't searched you.
No, you haven't. That's why I'm asking why,
No,
if you have any comments to make on why Chadwell Heath keep doing it.
I don't know.
No?
No.
Do you have anybody here that would be able to comment on that?
I don't know. I'd have to ask, but I don't believe so.
If you have a sergeant here or do you have an inspector on site here?
There is an inspection on site.
Yeah, if you can get an inspector. I'd love to talk to an inspector.
You're allowed to ask him, yeah?
Yeah?
We can ask, but of course I believe there's more easier channels to talk to an inspector. I believe there's emails and ways through the website to be able to voice your concerns and get a response that way.
Yeah, see, when you try that, you get flogged off with responses to go through the privacy, the complaint forms online, and then you wait 6 months for a reply, and then they turn around and the reply is, actually, we don't want to give you an answer. Basically, we have no comment. So why waste 6 months of my time going through all that when I can come and ask?
They might not have the time to come down and talk to everybody that asks. So they are, of course, they're doing their job. They have the time to do their job.
Well,
That's what inquiries are in place.
well, exactly. That's what I just said. That's why we always get sent, and we get absolute jack from them. Yeah, we get shit from them. What's the point?
Unfortunately, I can't drop you through that complaints process.
Okay.
I mean, I can listen to what you're saying. I can raise it. I can relay it back, but I can't.
Well, for the time being, I'm just going to be around and filming what I can see. So that was actually quite a bit harder than I thought it would be, like replying with just one-liners and acts. It's hard to know what the narrative's going to be, you know. So that's why there was long pauses in my responses. Yeah, they were very confused by it. In the end, I just kind of gave up the jig. Just a bit of fun, really. But yeah, I mean, all in all, it's a better response than I got from, not the night guard, sorry. It's a better response than Yardley Ski got here a month ago, which I will also link that video in the description. All in all, those two weren't bad constables, you know, they weren't awful. So, yeah, I'm just gonna...
The discussion moves to Section 43 of the Terrorism Act, a power often cited during audits. The auditor questions why photography is treated as a security threat. The officer admits he hasn't searched the auditor, lowering the temperature. It appears the officer is willing to listen, though the underlying tension about hostile reconnaissance remains a sticking point.
Yeah, game.
Pardon?
They filmed the game. What's interesting about the game?
So, did we not already wrap this up?
I mean, I'm out here talking to members of the public anyway.
Yeah, taking reports from them, taking personal details in public that anybody can hear. I could, if I wanted to go stand closer to you, I could have, because I'm in public. I could have recorded everything you were saying. It's quite unprofessional.
Record now.
Well done, thank you.
What do you mean? I mean, she's asked me to come outside to talk to her.
But why did you not say, well, if you're making a complaint and we're taking details, would you like to go find somewhere more private to talk, rather than outside on the street?
Well, I asked her, and she said, "Can we go outside for some fresh air?" That's what she said. And she was trying to report something.
Yeah.
But she specifically asked to go outside to give the details over.
Fair enough. I mean, it's up to her, I guess. But you know,
it is up to her. It is up to her.
Yeah.
So what's interesting about the...
Sorry, bear with me.
Because there is a slight difference between you just filming the building and you film the gate where people come in and out.
Well, what's the difference?
The difference is that you've got people who are finishing work coming in and out,
Sure.
where not everyone just likes police equally. Some people want to cause harm. Now, if you see people's private plates coming out, it does put some officers at risk.
What information can you get from a number plate?
Well, what people see out and about is number plate.
Well, yeah, but I mean, whether I'm recording it or not, if somebody wanted to get personal number plates from a police officer from this particular station, they could easily stand across the road without a camera, looking all innocent.
If they live locally.
Yeah, if they live locally, yeah, and then they could. But then, if somebody lived far enough afield that they want to hurt somebody in particular from this station, they would travel here to get it anyway. You know what I mean? So they could get that number plate and then do whatever they wanted with it anyway.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, it's possible they can, but you recording it for them doesn't make it a lot easier.
I'm not recording it for them.
Well, I mean, are you recording?
Pardon?
Are you recording?
Yeah, I'm recording. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you're recording. Are you posting it anywhere?
I haven't decided yet. Depends.
Well, if you do,
yeah.
If you do, it makes it a lot easier. It might make people want to start actually.
A complaint from inside the station brings the focus back to privacy. The officers suggest moving the conversation, but the auditor stands his ground. They begin debating the filming of number plates. This is a common point of contention. While plates are visible to the public eye, police often argue that recording them creates a safety risk for staff.
Change your mind. They recognise when you post.
See, if I was travelling somewhere and I didn't want my vehicle registration noticed by somebody, then I wouldn't park where I didn't want it noticed, or I wouldn't drive there full stop. I would get. I mean, we're in London. It's public transport.
You've got to understand this is people's place of work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Do you work? I don't know if you work or.
Yeah, I have a job. Yeah.
Your job. Yeah. So I can understand. You got to understand if you're driving to and from work, you want to be able to drive to and from work. I don't know if you do. Maybe you don't. I don't know.
Well, I mean, again, if I did, and I had particular concerns about my safety of my number plate because of where I worked, then I probably wouldn't drive to work.
But isn't the ideal situation that you don't have to worry about that?
Well, not really.
Why not?
Well, okay, yeah, in an ideal world, yeah, you don't have to worry about that.
Don't have to worry about that.
But
because at the moment you're causing that ideal world to
don't say I'm causing anything. I'm not causing anything.
I mean, you are right now. I mean, recording or not, and maybe or maybe not posting people's potential, personal vehicles.
Mm-hmm. But again, I drive past with a dash cam up and down the road all day if I want to get those number plates.
Yeah, but you don't,
I could.
Well, you're driving up and down the road.
No, I'm saying I could drive up and down this road and get a number plate. I could stand across the road with a piece of pen and paper and write it all down and disseminate it online.
No, you could.
Just because I've got a camera, it doesn't make it any different.
No. Well, I mean,
the
fact that you've got a camera or not isn't what I'm.
See, nice little friendly wave. Nice.
Yeah, that's fine.
Paranoia, that's all it is. Paranoid androids.
I don't believe so. You agreed with the concern. In an ideal world,
you wouldn't have to be worried about you.
At the end of the day, I don't see it as a concern. I mean, how many vehicles do you think there are in London, in and around? Yeah. What do you think the odds are of somebody scrutinising my video to find a number plate, to then hunt around London and drive around all day looking for said number plate, or even remembering that number plate amongst the dozens, hundreds of thousands that they see every day driving around? What are the odds of that? I mean, let's be realistic about the level of this threat that you're saying, because this is something that we come across quite often. It's a rhetoric that is used quite often, and at the end of the day, it's absolute bullshit.
Is it?
Yeah. It is. It's
the way you word it, though, is not by chance.
I mean,
if you're putting a video up saying, I've got a load of known plates from police officers.
Because it does happen. Low chance or not, it does happen.
Okay.
But I can't be.
But I'm not responsible for the actions of other people. Like, at the end of the day, like I said, I mean, they could go on Google Street View, they can see, like, I bet Google's probably doing right up to here, done a U and turn around, the camera's probably got everything that I can see from here.
The auditor counters the privacy argument by pointing out that dash cams record the same data constantly. He suggests the officer's concern might be bordering on paranoia. This logical pushback challenges the officers to explain why a handheld camera is more dangerous than the thousands of automated cameras already recording on London streets every single day.
Number plates just aren't private. They're not private information, they're out in public.
I'm not saying they are private
Well, so there's nothing to be concerned about, is there?
That's what I'm saying. I personally think it is.
Well, then we're at disagreement, and I think it's a very subjective matter, and I don't think we're going to come to an accordance on it. And it's simple as that.
So you see no issue at all? You see no issue at all with filming people coming out of their workplace?
Not particularly. Not out of a police station particularly, no.
Why does it make a difference if it's out of a police station or not?
Because you're open to scrutiny. You're a public body with a sense of authority in certain situations. I think you're open to public scrutiny in every level, and I think that's the way it should be.
When we go out and be in the uniform, we're putting ourselves out there to be in scrutiny. That's the whole idea. But what's playing people's private use cars and that.
Again, yeah, in an ideal world, people shouldn't be concerned about it. I'm not concerned about it personally. I would drive around anywhere and I wouldn't be bothered. But if somebody is that concerned, it makes me wonder what they've done to be so concerned in the first place. Because yes, I know what you're saying, not everybody likes the police in equal amounts, but there's a reason for that.
Because it's not that I think you're going to do anything malicious.
No.
It's not I think you're doing
yeah, and potentially people could, but there are numerous ways that people could get that information if they really wanted to. My video is one of thousands of ways,
But it does add to that number. You can't disagree that it does add to that number of ways that people can.
But then, if you really have that much concern, it makes me wonder what you've done in your duty to be that concerned about your safety.
It's,
in my opinion, it is.
As you said, a lot of people don't like police, and there's different amounts. Sometimes that dislike isn't founded by something that's...
If it's against a specific person and they're specifically looking for a specific number plate, I would say it is something that particular person has done.
Well,
but then that's a risk that you're taking on the job that you take. You know full well, yes, you're up to scrutiny when you're in your uniform, but you also know that this job has an impact on your personal lives, and that's something that you sign up to when you take the job, and you can't disagree with that, because you know.
Any other person's life.
No, and you know, taking this job. I mean, you both look quite young, so I'd say you're both fairly fresh to the force, right? You know, when you take this job, the police aren't liked in equal amounts. Some people don't like the police, so you need to know. You must understand when you take on this job.
The debate reaches its core: public scrutiny versus officer comfort. The auditor asserts that wearing the uniform comes with a loss of anonymity. The officer argues that the risk is subjective, but admits they cannot stop the filming. This acknowledgement is crucial. It shows the officers realize their personal discomfort does not override the legal right to record in public.
Your personal life is going to be affected, and you may not be safe at all times outside of your uniform, outside of your station, and that's the long and short of being a police officer. At the end of the day, is something that you take up when you take on the responsibility.
So are you saying that it's something we should just let happen?
I'm not saying it's something you should let happen, but again, I've got no problem with you coming and asking me what I'm doing. You haven't tried to stop me from what I'm doing, which is the main thing. I'm happy with that. Because at the end of the day, there is nothing you can do to stop me, Exactly, and I appreciate that. Appreciate that you know that, because I've been to other places that don't know that. Actually, as soon as I got here, I don't know if it was a police officer or a member of staff, started filming the gate, and he was about to tap in and ask me what I was doing, and didn't want to talk to him, and then he's like, don't record me, and then he just went to go put his hand towards my camera, and as I backed away, and he's gone inside to obviously talk to you guys and get you guys out here. So I'm assuming police staff rather than a constable. But I mean, that's especially if they're not a constable, even if they are, because I'm not doing anything illegal, I wouldn't step towards you any closer than I am now at all, let alone step towards you and try and block your camera, or because you have the right to record me. You have to let me know. I don't, that's the difference, but you have the right to do it. I wouldn't try and stop you from doing it, and I wouldn't approach you to try and block it, because if I did that, obviously I'm not being I don't think I'm being threatening in any way. We're having a challenging conversation. I appreciate that, but for some random stranger, if we hadn't already had this discourse and you didn't know that I wasn't being hostile, and I stepped towards you and started doing that, would you feel under threat? Like if I just stepped towards you and said, don't record me, and started putting my hand towards you, I would probably be on the floor, maybe in cuffs, and maybe being charged with assault on an emergency worker. So why is it acceptable for a member of police staff to do that to a member of the public?
I couldn't say that happens. It's not you're literally just putting your hand up to block the recording.
No, it's not putting a hand up to record it. It's the way he stepped towards me. He was about to grab it if I didn't step away.
Because I'm not seeing it.
No, you haven't seen it, no.
Yeah.
But that's fine. So I'll be reporting it to probably IOPC. But do IOPC have jurisdiction over the staff as well as the constables? You know, or would it have to go to PSD?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'll say.
No, I'll send it to mine. But yeah, I mean,
because I'm sure you appreciate that. You know, we're all aware of people who come to police stations, film. You know, whatever if they try to get action or not. You know, I'm not saying you are, but I'm sure you're aware some do.
Yeah. To be honest, I've come here because a month ago, a colleague of mine did come here and did get a bad
reaction,
bad interaction.
Yeah.
No more impolite than I'm being. I was a bit difficult at first. I'll give it a jig up on what I was doing. I told my viewers that what I would do is when you approach is I'll try and reply only using lyrics from songs. That's why the long pause is, because I was reading, trying to find an appropriate one. I know. I just thought it'd be a bit of a giggle.
Yeah.
But no, honestly, you have been respectful. I mean, you've had challenging conversation, which I'm happy to have. But you haven't tried to abuse my rights. You haven't been unprofessional. I asked you about the section 43 at Chadwell Heath because I've just been down there. Because in the last 10 months they've had about 5 videos that I've seen of people being detained, searched, and one person was actually arrested for it, simply for doing what I'm doing now. At the end of the day, it's ridiculous. Are you aware of the memo from the NPCC in December?
No, remind me.
So they put out a memo about what I'm doing here, recording police stations and the like, and they said that section 43 isn't to be used for that. If there are other reasonable grounds, fair enough, but if it's just because they're recording, hostile reconnaissance is in its very nature covert. And I tried to raise that with the people at Chadwell Heath today, and they didn't like it. They disagreed.
Did you search today then?
No, I managed to talk them out of it. I gave them absolute hell because, as I've said to my viewers, I'm going to try and remain more calm here, and the way you've approached me has helped with that. But over there, because I'd seen so much of it, as soon as they mentioned, I said, is what I'm doing illegal? And I said, potentially terrorism act. As soon as I said, not shouting, raising the voice, I got a lot more stern in the way I'm talking. And basically told them that what they're doing is ridiculous, and the reason I'm there is their own doing, because they keep abusing their power. Somebody filming is not reasonable grounds enough.
The interaction concludes without an arrest, which is a positive outcome for a UK audit. The officers accept they cannot enforce a ban on photography, and the auditor agrees to stay safe near the road. This encounter highlights 3 key things: the importance of knowing local policy, the effectiveness of remaining calm under pressure, and how police engage when they realise no laws are being broken. If you enjoyed this breakdown, drop a comment and subscribe for more. This video is educational, not legal advice. Always check local laws. Peace out.